How's it going, everybody? I wanted to come in here tonight and just I'm gonna just let you have it. Okay. We're gonna try and keep this to a little bit of a dull roar, but I am going to express some views for a lot of you guys that you're not gonna like. And I'm sorry that you're not gonna like it. It is too speculative and it's too important to just let it go by the wayside. And one of my biggest things and I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to give you the background. Because, ladies and gentlemen, hang on. When I pull this up, I want this to go smaller, and I want this to come up. All right. Let's close this. Let's close this. Close current tab. No, cancel. Okay, let's go here. Now I'm going to show you guys a document, okay? And this document I want you guys to see because I think it's very important that you know what was asked of me. Why won't you do this? Why is it doing that? I don't want Microsoft Teams. I want there. Oh boy, why won't you share this? Hang on. I'm just going to open this up. Guys, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I've had just about enough tonight that I think it's time that I call it out for exactly what it is. And I'm going to open this back up and go here. That's why. A window open that I didn't want to open. Sorry. My apologies. Had a little bit of a technical issue there because for me, I wasn't planning on doing this. I want everybody to share this out because what you're going to hear from me at the end, I want to make sure that everybody out there gets my message loud and clear because I am done. I am done. I am done. I am done. I am not going to pander. I am not going to be politically correct. I'm not going to be the person that everybody wants me to be. Now, as you see here in this document, this is the Federal Court of Canada, Universal Ostrich Farm. I was asked to lend a hand, to do what I can to try and help early on back in May. And I did. I lent my knowledge myself along with a few other people that knew the system and knew what it was about and tried to help the farm in reaching their appeal. Okay? The appeal was drawn up. This is the whole thing. And it was on May the 13th, right there, 2025. I have been asked constantly. Now, we can go through the whole document all you want. It does not matter. Affidavits are all attached, blah, blah, blah. And this is for the Universal Ostrich Farm against the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. All right. So if anybody out there, oh, Pat, shut up. You don't know this. You don't know that. You know what? I know a lot more than you think I know. And I've stayed quiet for a lot longer than I wanted to stay quiet for. Now, here we are into every detail. And in fact, we're going to drop this from the screen because, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this was done. This was done, and it's why they got their appeal for the whole summer was because of that document. All right? So we go and help. We go and do what we can, and then I start hearing the rumors. Oh, I don't like this. So we start going down a rabbit hole. We start digging this in and in and in, and we start finding out exactly what the F is going on at the Universal Ostrich Farm. Now, I don't play in the rumor mill, all right? But the rumor mill is absolutely disgusting. From what I'm hearing, there's drug use, there's partying, there's essays, there's cheating on spouses, there's unaliving people, committing. Anyways, that raises alarm bells for me. Just that in itself raises alarm bells for me. Okay, I'm not sitting here going after Katie. I'm not sitting here going after Bill or Dave or whatever his name is, or Karen. I'm not going after them. What I'm showing you is straight up the effing facts of the scandals, the lawsuits, the what else did they do? They scammed a bunch of people of money. They're in multi friggin' lawsuits for scamming. So I've got to go, is this a scam? Am I getting behind something that might possibly be a scam? I'm finding out that $290,000, I said $300,000, $290,000 was donated so far to that farm. I'm finding out that you guys sat and laughed about lighting the fires of the hay bales. You sat around the fire laughing that the fire started and you guys lit it. I'm finding out stories of what's possibly hiding in that little truck. I'm looking at things right now and I'm saying, oh. Nobody wants to look past the veil. You're all stuck in your ways, and that's fine. But this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm hearing. You can call bullshit all you want, Karen. You can call bullshit on everything. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Call bullshit. Say what you want to say in the chats. Do what you want to do. Stick by your guns. Don't listen to me. Share this out. Go. Walk away. I don't care. But I know what I know. And I know what I've brought up. And I know the evidence that is there stinks to high heaven. And now you've got people such as Joe Dolan, Kyle Cardinal, many other people that are going off telling you about the cult, about how nobody's allowed to talk, nobody's allowed to say anything, nobody's allowed to ask questions, nobody's allowed to do anything out at that farm. Katie is put on a pedestal up here, and if you say anything against the farm, you're done. You're gone. Why is it such a hard thing for people to ask questions? You know why? Because you have something to hide. 100%. And when I see what they're doing and I see what's going on, the argument was supposed to be, the appeal goes in, you argue the validity of the science behind CFIA's protocols. The same way that we went against the COVID protocols, the same way Alberta went through everything that we went through. Okay? We brought this information out to everybody. Now, I'm going to show you something else. And you can say what I hope you get sued. What am I getting sued for? You can't get blood out of a stone. Carry on. See you later. I'm going to go here. Which one is this? Which one is that? Which one is that? Okay, I got too many screens open in the background. I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to go like this. Move forward. All right, so I'm going to play a little video for you. And you can call it out for whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about this video. You can say whatever you want about me. I really don't care. I really don't care anymore. Okay, it's up. I put this video out the other day. And this is for your viewing pleasure.
So this is the video that we found on YouTube where the PR team is discussing with the farm on damage control and how to utilize their skills that they are bringing to the farm to hopefully change the narrative and manipulate the people that they're trying to just focus on. This is a tell-all video. It's very long, but I've edited it down to pick out the parts that I see the PSYOP being built and structured. So for anybody out there, I will put the link in the comments for you to go and find this for yourself, and you guys can watch the whole video, but these are the parts. Watch this.
Into a press kit, all of your documents that you're allowed to share and just show, and then also like where the proceeds of the fundraising money is going. That's another big one. So number one is just building trust and transparency. You can put together a press kit with everything. You can show everybody where their money went and what you guys are about, and that is going to be 90% of your problem here. And then from there moving forward, working with other farmers, they'll come to you because you represent. It's just that the trust symbols never were showing from the beginning, and it sowed seeds of division right off the bat.
Shame the animal rights groups into.
Okay, so you hear that part? So Dave is talking about how he wants to shame the animal rights groups. Okay, you want to go and attack these animal rights groups. It is what it is, but you're already seeing it starting to come forward. Ready? We'll go with the rest.
Helping
I
save
mean, not even
innocent lives.
the animal rights groups will not get involved. They won't get involved because A, it's political, and B, because this wasn't an operating meat farm. So that's why they're not saying anything. I would give up on the animal rights groups. There's the Freedom Group. That's way bigger. They're the most active people. And they're ready to die.
All right. So now you want to go for the Freedom Group because they're ready to die. The Freedom Group is ready. Oh, sorry. That was, I guess I made a mistake there. I apologize. Let me do this. I'll bring it back. Let's go back to here.
There's the Freedom Group. That's way bigger. They're the most active people. And they're ready to die for this country. The Freedom Group.
The Freedom Group, right? You want to use the Freedom Group. You want to use the Freedom Group because they're ready to die for this country. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that we're going to try to get the freedom people to step up? And in fact, she slips up. She's like, these people research everything. You're absolutely right. We research everything.
You have this most powerful group in this country. It's just that they're divided because they don't trust you, because there's not enough transparency. The way to this where it's trust building things so people know, well, these people are legit. Like, they're really getting screwed. Like, wow, look at the government, what they're doing. We have to stand up. But if they're like, well, who are these people and what are they missing out? It doesn't all add up. Or they hear different things. They're hearing so much other different stuff. They just don't know what to believe or don't really know what's happening. So our main focus is going to be on what we call crisis relation management.
Crisis relation management.
Fixing your rep and silencing the ones that are actively harming you stuff.
There it is.
That's where we're going to start.
We're going to silence.
Pick out the parts
Hang
that
on.
I see.
We're going to silence the ones that have anything negative to say. Okay? Right there. My radars are going up. My radars are going off. Okay, so why? I don't sit here and silence anybody. You want to say your negative stuff? Go on and say that negative stuff. I know it's not Katie's voice. Her name is Crystal. That is Crystal talking to Dave. Okay? And I'm going to show you another one. And I'm going to show you another video on the basis. And let me remove that one. Let me go here. I want to show you this one. Let me pull this one out. Where did you go? Oh, where did that video go? I know I boosted it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. Now I want to show you something, and this is where it takes me a little bit to even wrap my brain about this because I don't want it to be true. Okay? Ready? This video in itself is them just distraught over little birdie that is having a little thing and it's not feeling very well. Watch the acting in this.
What is going on? They haven't given her any fucking water. Yeah, they got water in front of her, but she's dehydrated.
Okay, I'm going to play it again. I want you to hear it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, if you're distraught over your animals, I get it, absolutely. Watch how fast it turns. Okay, watch how fast their sadness, their emotions change. Okay, this is acting if I've ever seen it in my entire life. This is absolutely wild, but nobody can see through this, right? Because your hearts and minds are blocked.
What? What's going on? What is going on? They haven't given her any fucking water. Yeah, they got water in front of her, but she's dehydrated. Oh my god. She needs a tubing.
Are they going to do it? Did
Yeah,
you show
with
her the
our vet.
electrolytes?
We have to get our vet from Vancouver to do it.
Are you fucking? No.
No,
they,
I know.
They are responsible for our birds.
I know they are. They want a vet because we put an electrolyte in it. The vet has to administer.
For an electrolyte? Well, they have a vet. They commandeered our fucking birds. Get their fucking vet to put some electrolytes in that end now.
Yeah. We have to go back to do that. Right now, we have to. So now you got to go back to a freaking portal to do that?
Okay, so it's already a setup right from the start. As you see, Karen is already in his face recording. Karen is already right there. She's recording. Okay, before this even transpires, it's like everybody's panicking. What's going on? And then all of a sudden it's like, what are we going to do? And then you watch their attitude just switch, boom, like this, snap of a finger. And it's just ignorant. They got everybody emotional. Now we're going to watch it right from the start, just so you can all see exactly what I'm talking about.
What? What's going on? What is going on?
They haven't given her any fucking water. Yeah, they got water in front of her, but she's dehydrated.
Oh my god.
She needs a tubing.
Are they going to do it? Did you show
with
her the
our vet.
electrolytes?
We have to get our vet from Vancouver to do it.
Are you fucking? No.
I know.
They are responsible for our birds.
I know they are.
There's no remorse there.
They want a vet because we put an electrolyte in it. The vet has to administer.
For an electrolyte? Well, they have a vet. They commandeered our fucking birds. Get their fucking vet to put some electrolytes in that end now.
Yeah. We have to go back to do that. Right now, we have to discuss.
So now you got to go back to a freaking portal to do that?
Yep.
Like, this is ridiculous.
That's what they said, right?
Oh, this is going.
Go to the portal to discuss it.
All right. All right. So I see it the way I see it. Okay. I'm calling it out for the way it's being called out. I'm not acting in no way, shape, or form, but I'm seeing this playing out the way it's being played out. Guys, you can say all the negativity you want. You're going, all the ones that are saying all the negativity about me right now, just wait. Stick through to the very end because I got a message strictly for you guys. Okay, so there's going to be a little message that's going to roll out for each and every one of you guys at the end. Oh, you can comment all you want, Gail. We see it. We see you in there. Don't worry. Your comments are coming through quite clearly. Now, I'm going to move on to another one. All right. So don't think for an instant I'm done yet because I don't finish that quick. Now, here we've got, all right, people are really starting to take some serious notice to this. And I've got Joe Dolan in the green room right now. Joe's going to come up here in 2 seconds right after this video. Now I'm going to show you the next one. This one really gets my spidey senses going because now I'm seeing how there's other groups that are starting to get a little irritated and they live in the area. Here you go. Ready?
Whose altar is this? Skir Okanagan Nation does not have a stance on the calling, nor do we recognize Noah's Ark's treaty here on unceded lands. We recognize no treaty. Whose grandma or mother is this? Come get her. She is lost. She is on our territory. Back in the day, this would be an act of war. The Skir Okanagan warriors don't play around about their territory. They're Tim Hulao. They're Tim. Somebody better come get her. Get her off our territory. Right now.
All right. So now when I see things like this, my spidey sense starts to tingle because you're going to get this into a battle really, really fast. When you start messing with the nations, you are supposed to enter a nation. When you come into their territory, you go to them and you ask them permission to come in. You do not go and step foot on their land and start claiming your treaty rights and your rights to a nation when you're there without speaking to the nation that's in the vicinity. Okay. What? I don't understand what that means. Anyways, so now I see, okay, sparks are about to fly. What I'm seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is insane. And I'm going to bring Joe in, and then we're going to get into some more stuff. So Joe, what's going on, dude? Like, I'm going to call some shit out here tonight, man. And, you know, I know you were in a conversation with other people. I've already seen the comments and stuff, but let's just get down to it. Go.
I don't know which part of the fucking, so I don't even know where to start. What do you want to talk about?
Well, just basically how when we go and bring in these facts about what's happening with these people and we start showing the truth, like I can bring in the other ones. Like, do I bring in the other documents? Like, do I show the rest, or are people too naive to watch this? What do you think? Do we even go through the efforts, or do I just do what I said I was going to do and boom? No, Jim Kerr never called me. Scott, go ahead. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Do they even want to look?
Do you guys want to look? Do you want to see what else I got? Or you guys like want to sit there and, you know, just pretend that everything's just hunky dory?
So one thing I don't understand is have you seen my post there with the side effects of the Froon's adjuvants? Have you seen that?
Yes,
that link?
I
just dropped it in your comments there of your post.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. Okay, first and foremost, we already know. I'm going to drop this one. You already know, ladies and gentlemen, that there's been several lawsuits against BC Ostrich Farm, Universal Ostrich Farm, all of these names, these pseudo names that they have brought in. Now, watch this one. Now, you see this one? This is Katie. Okay, Katie is saying hi. Thank you for coming out. Lucas and I, of course, Ella, coming to support us, as well as the live video you did for people, blah, blah, blah. This is her buddy. Well, this buddy back in 2017 was accused of taking $300,000 from an elderly relative. Not only is it an elderly relative, he's got 8 other cases. So for those people who don't, oh shit, hang on. For those people who don't know, okay, you don't know, he's got 8 other cases of the same thing. And I'm going to bring something up to you. Okay, I know somebody who claimed that they never did anything and it was all against them, and you know they were beaten and they were in an abusive relationship and all of this stuff, and then you're like, oh shit, yeah, and then you find out they've got 5 fucking domestic violences on their record, and you're like, whoa, 5 domestic violences on your record, but you were in the abusive relationship. Oh wait a second. One, I can say, okay, you know what, I can look past. 2, you're kind of like, wait. But 5, and this guy's got 8. 8 cases. Let's not even get into how many cases against the ostrich farm that the ostrich farm has been doing, and the millions of dollars that was taken away from people investing in it. As many people out here who want to say, oh yeah, but you know what, people can change all this. When birds of a feather start to flock together, you start to see what's going on. I understand the CFIA are calling the birds. That's not my point right now. My point right now is, fact of the matter is, people are being scammed. There is hundreds of thousands of dollars that are still owing to the owner of the property. It's rented property. There is so much scandal behind this that no matter what, these birds here's this. Joe, have you ever asked for the NDA?
No, you can't get it.
You can't get the NDA. Okay.
No, that's what it is. It would be a non-disclosure between them and Immune Biosolutions, I think.
Exactly. So show me the NDA. Show me the NDA that you have, and I won't talk about it, but you'll shut me up. Show me in the contract that you have with this supposed University of Tokyo. Show me where it says that the call of the birds after the experiment is not in there. Show me. I won't talk about it. But guess what? If they show you, I'll go away. I'll walk. If they show me, I will walk. 100%. If I'm really off topic, then scroll on by, Karen. Karen, scroll through. walk away. But I'm guaranteeing you right now, because I've done some research on the University of Tokyo, I have reached out to try and talk to the people that are in charge of these experiments. And when I go in and I look at exactly what is entailed in these contracts, in the contracts, it states after the experiment is done, the animals will be euthanized through cremation efforts. And that's how they get rid of them. They make sure that they burn inside and they get rid of the animal after they test. Monkeys, dogs, rats, rabbits, all of the test subjects that they use, they go in and they call them after the experiment is over. You know what? I sound triggered. Triggered isn't the fucking word, because you're all going to love it. So as much as you guys want to keep going and you want to keep saying all your things, you're going to love the end of this, because I'll tell you right now, all you naysayers, to all the people out there that love me for my truth, love what I bring out when I bring this stuff out, and I'd rather be loved for the truth than hated for a lie. So I'd rather be hated for the truth than loved for a lie. That's what I was trying to say. So when I go through this, okay, you're going to love the end of this. And you can thank the people that are going against me for what I'm about to say at the end of this. So, Joe, I'm just going to keep you on for a little bit. I'm going to let you say your piece. What have you expressed? What have you experienced when you tried to bring this stuff forward?
I've been attacked all over my page. Even like I sat online for 4 hours waiting for them to come and talk to me so that I'm not writing in text and they can't use my text without tone against me. And nobody showed up. But then when I got off the live, my wall spammed with all this stuff and telling me I'm full of hate and all that. And I'm going, I'm bringing facts and you're bringing brainwashing to me, because they all come to me with the same rhetoric that they're being told. She's using repeat language like they do in politics or in the, you know what I mean? It's brainwashing 101. You've seen that before. And they come to me and it's like liberals. Why are you so full of hate and all of this stuff? And it's natural antibodies and blah, blah, blah. And we've already seen the patents. We've already seen all the connections to the WEF, the UN, bringing in UNDRIP. There's 3 different videos of them calling for UNDRIP. And then, so my concern is people think I'm out to get people. What if they are starting to trying to start a color revolution event and these guys are going to get their ass kicked out there? Like, honestly, now you've got the natives in there. You've got the police already ready. And you've got all kinds of calls out online to get to the ostrich farm. Let's get these off. Let's storm the gates. Like, guys, it has all the fucking workings of a psyop. Everything's there. I'm not doing this for me. I'm not even an online influencer. I just have experience in the medical part of this. Mm-hmm. That's it. The science part, I understand a little bit. But it's all there. It's already been presented. You're mad at me. You're not even reading anything.
And the same with my posts is people aren't even seeing it. As soon as you see that it's about the ostrich farm and how things aren't adding up, all of a sudden I'm a hate person. I'm this, I'm that, I'm all of these bad things. So this is what I'm saying. And Joe, I'm gonna I have you on here. I don't want to be on here all night. So if you got one more thing to say it here, and then I'm gonna go and do my thing.
All right. This is my last thing. I dropped a link there in the thing. It says, don't tread on me. Stop injecting poisons. There's a list of the Froon's adjuvants. It talks about human use, talks about why it's not allowed in humans, what happens when they use it in humans, and what the effects are. Now, I want you to think about the documents again. In the documents, in the affidavit, we were talking about 14 different bacteria or something. We were talking, or viruses, and then we went on to bacteria. There's another blue and white page that says 36 different antibodies being created, and plus boosters. Now, when Pat shows this clip here of this lady crying over her birds that she cares so much about, when you look at those adjuvants, I want you to ask yourself if you would put that in your pet that you care so much about, that you're sitting there crying at the gate every single day. It's an emotional appeal. And I've heard from people at the camp that she turns those tears on like a tap. She said it can't be patent. She told you it's natural. The patents are there.
We've got the patents, ladies and gentlemen. The patents are there for this. So if it's natural, you can't patent something natural. We've seen this through the COVID. We've seen this going through when we were doing all of this stuff. And now we're seeing what's really happening. Okay.
So the thing is, they don't
and
have.
Gail, Bernie, you can say we're both screwed. You have no idea how deep this goes. I really wish that you guys could just stop.
You gotta use your
what
head.
you're doing and talking about you guys are this, you guys are that. Just look for yourself with an open mind and look through and past this. Okay, Joe,
Well,
I'm gonna drop down because I'm gonna drop you down because I'm gonna go and bring on some more things and then I'm gonna say my piece and then I'm out.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay, buddy.
I was almost out yesterday. I got you.
Gotcha, man. All right. Oops. So I want to say this much. You can tell me to stop. You can say whatever you want. You can call me a clown. You can say whatever you want. I'm going to tell you this much, and this is my story for each and every one of you guys. There is something shady going on at that farm. There are nefarious things happening behind the scenes with that farm, with the groups that are there, with the people that are involved. Money is being taken from the kitchen and not replaced for the food. Everybody has to get the food donated, but yet people are donating money to buy food. And then somebody walks in and takes all the money and goes and gets their hair done and gets their nails done and says they got to take off to Vancouver, but then go to Golden to go and get themselves all prettied up for their little camera episode. I know somebody else who did the same thing. I know somebody else who used to go and leave for a couple days and then couldn't be found and then comes back and they're all gussied up and camera ready with the makeup on and they cry the fake crocodile tears. And I know somebody else who did the same thing. I saw it. I watched it. In fact, I called it out in real time. And guess what? You're all claiming these people to be the heroes. You all think that these people, I've stayed silent on this long enough. I want to bring something else up. I asked straight up, and this is my last one, and then you're going to get my message. My last one is this, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to do a reunion. Now that Chris and Tamara can now have their little show called House Arrest -18. I asked for let's go. Let's have a little reunion. Let's all get back on and show everybody that we're united. Let's get everybody out there knowing that, hey, you know what? We haven't been able to talk for years. We haven't been able to say anything. And this was the response. So you need to put Pat on your show. Why won't you? He has his own show. Go watch it if you like. Well, Chris, guess what, Chris? I only wanted to show people that we were together, finally talk about things. Let's clear the air on stuff. Let's humble each other. Let's put some humility behind some of the mistakes that we made. And let's move forward and bring people together and show the unity that we have. But guess what? You won't bring me on, right? Is that because you're afraid your little crown might tilt a little bit? And then you're going to have to show up and say, hey, guess what? You know what? We did do Pat dirty. We did throw him under the bus to save our asses. And we did try to, make amends by giving him a few bucks. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is, man. Like, we don't want to talk to you. We don't want to have this stuff. It is what it is. You know what? I wanted to bring it together. I wanted to have a roundtable with all the reunion of the originals that were on there. And just let's hash things out and let's figure stuff out. And let's give the public a beautiful message that we are all together and we're all sitting here and we're all going to talk about it. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, and this is to all the haters in there, you're going to love this. Rhonda Miller, I am not butthurt. Not at all. If you only knew what happened, okay? If you only knew what they were doing behind the scenes to all of that, to everything that we did. But guess what? You all got what you wanted. Here's my message to each and every one of you. This is my last message. And listen closely, all 1,024 of you guys. You can thank the people that have come out and attacked me over these freaking birds. You can hate me all you want. But guess what? You just ruined it for everybody else out there. You are never going to get me involved in anything. I am never going to help anybody again. I am never going to get involved in a single thing again. You're all on your own. I'm done. I'm out. I will never, ever be involved in anything that anybody is trying to promote. Do not ask me to use my platform. Do not reach out to me for my help. Do not reach out to me for my expertise on things. Do not reach out to me and ask me for my opinion. Do not ask me for a single thing anymore. I am out. I am not having anything involved with any of you ever again. And I don't care. I am done. If you want to still follow me, you still want to be a part of this, you still want to get involved in things, then you're going to do it on your own. I am not going to be a part of this shenanigans anymore. You guys watch people tear this apart while I was locked up in jail. I watched the psyops being played while I was in jail. I watched these people run for 3 freaking years, acting like they were the heroes, that they started all of this, that they did this and they did that, and they were the heroes. No, you know who the real heroes are? The real heroes are each and every one of you guys that took a stand and stood out there in the freezing cold, waved us on, honked, and got down to Ottawa and supported. You are the heroes. I'm not a hero. Chris and Tamara aren't a hero. And fucking everybody else that is sitting there in that giant psyop that is politically run, that has been stinking to high heavens of a conservative fucking movement that took over everything we built. I will no longer be a part of any of it. And that's what you get, because I am done. I am done. I have bigger fish to fry. I am going for my appeals. I am going through all of the nonsense of courts. Nobody gives a shit about that. Some do, some don't. But to the negative people out there that have brought this on, you will never get my help again. I will never, ever get behind anybody for anything. And the ostrich farm, when it comes to fruition and you find out that you've all been duped, here is my I told you so. That's it. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the Real Pat King Show. Goodbye.